नमस्कार सबैजनालाई. You say namaskar also.
Namaskar.
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 Okay.
Hi lovelies, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. My name is Adi and I am a third year medical student studying in Philippines. I create content about medicine and my experiences as a foreign medical student studying and living in the Philippines. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. And if you've not joined the family, I just hope that you find a reason to subscribe to my channel. And today we have a very special guest. I'll let her introduce herself, like your name and what country you're from.
Hi guys, my name is Deepa. I'm from Nepal. I'm going to third year this year, medicine.
Okay. So you're from Nepal, right? What language do you guys speak?
Nepalese.
Nepalese. So how do you say good morning or how do you greet my subscribers in Nepalese?
So first of all, namaskar सबैजनालाई. यदि आदि मिमीको च्यानल हेर्नु भएको छ भने यदि उसको च्यानललाई हेर्नु भएको छ भने प्लिज लाइक एन्ड सब्स्क्राइब गरेर साथ दिनु होला. धन्यवाद.
Alright, thank you very much, and let's just head right into the interview. Actually, Deepa is actually my classmate, and I'm just inquisitive. Why medicine? Why do you want to be a doctor? Why do you want to be a medical doctor?
Actually, in Nepal, the student if the student get the high score or whatever, that cum laude type, so every parents or every relatives, they just want to okay, so in future you will going to the doctor, either engineer or something the higher post. Okay. So that's how I also come to know that okay, I have to also become the doctor. So that's how I become.
Okay, and then you guys have medical school in Philippines?
Nepal.
Sorry, in Nepal. You guys have medical school in Nepal. Why did you choose to come to here in Philippines instead of studying in Nepal?
Okay, so first of all, in Nepal, there are so many competition, and also there are less medical school, and also it's really hard to get that reservation. So and also the expenses also very high, expensive there.
So it's more expensive to study medicine in Nepal than studying here in the Philippines.
Yeah.
In Nepal, how much do you guys pay?
Because in the Nepal, if we study, it's more or less 6 to 10 million, more or less. It's only tuition fee, excluding the the personal expenses, hostel books. So it's expensive there
to study in Nepal. Okay, so that's why you guys choose to come to the Philippines. And then how about your experiences so far? For example, when I came here, there were things that I found shocking, like cultural shocks. What are the cultural shocks you experienced here in the Philippines?
First is tricycles. Actually, we just moved from the Pangasinan, the Quezon city. I think I never see the tricycle before.
Okay.
Then after that is the first thing, that tricycle. I think you would never see that tricycle here because in Cebu city we cannot found that.
I'm not sure if I've seen it in Cebu, but I've seen it at Angeles City.
But you've seen already?
Yeah, I've seen it, and we actually do have tricycle in Nigeria.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We call it keke napeps.
But the same that
but not
structure.
the same with the one I saw here in the Philippines. The one I saw in the Philippines, it has this way.
That bicycle type.
Yeah.
Then after attached.
Yeah, that's the one I saw.
And also the jeepney, the jeepney and the tricycle is really we have to go. Although my height is it's short, even though I have to just bend then after do it. But in our country, the buses are not so big now, so that's the one thing.
Okay, so tricycles and jeepneys basically.
Then after this, I'm originally from the the mountain region, so there is no that much hot. So first I came in the Manila. Oh my God, it's really blown away the temperature.
So it's kind of hotter here in the Philippines than
We also like in Nepal, like different region there is a Tarai called. So there is also the temperature is more hotter than in the our region, that mountain. But the Philippines is like those like much more hotter than the our that Tarai region. Tarai region is called that mountain Himalaya something, that region wise we just distribute the what do you call the locality.
So it's kind of it's hotter here, obviously. Okay, so next question I would like to ask you is, how do you think the pandemic has affected your medical education?
Oh, it's really because it's all, I think, not in only Philippines, everywhere, because we cannot go like the face to face, so it's really terrible. And also the what do you call the practical things, especially for the medicine, so it's really lacking. Thankfully we are in the second year, not that much harmful, but like the for the like obviously for the clinical clinical part is really harmful for us, everybody.
Yeah, honestly, I really understand. I just hope that this whole pandemic can go away.
Yeah,
like,
during our rotation, it's really like
Yeah, because I've actually interviewed a fourth year medical student, and for the beginning part of their clerkship, they did it online. So imagine that.
So when they start from the clinical,
I think they started clinical sometime this year, so they go to the hospital. But the beginning part last year, it was all online. So there are things you just can't learn online. There are things that you still need to be there physically. And then with this new virus, I don't even like
third year. Third wave.
I really don't even know like how. I don't know. It's really we are really in uncertain times.
Hopefully for us,
hopefully
it will
things
open.
get
Hopefully.
better. Fingers crossed. Anyways, do you think you're also learning enough through in this new normal, like online, limited face to face, and stuff like that? Do you think that you're really learning enough as a medical student?
Personally, I don't think so. Like I learned that much that I usually learn from the the face to face, but somehow I just managed to just little bit that enough for to what do you call. But the person said that it's really high. It's really affect my learning habit.
I feel yes, I learned, but it can't be the same if.
Yeah, that's my point also. Like I have learned also, but that the thing is that it's not that much as we learn from the face to face and that like physically, so it's really affect.
I just hope and pray that things at least get back to normal, hopefully. But then with this new variants, I really don't know. Anyways, I really love to know about people, like their country, the language and everything. So for people who don't really know about Nepal, sorry,
Nepal.
Can you tell us more about your country?
Nepal is like South Asian. It's some part of the South Asia.
Yeah.
So Nepal is in between the China and the India. So that's two.
Okay, so China, India, they are your neighbors. How about Philippines? How far is it?
Oh, okay. So to reach the Philippines from Nepal, it take the 8 hours. So more or less. So like we cannot come directly, I guess. Yeah. So we have to do the transit. So it depends on transit.
And how about you guys' food? What kind of food do you eat? For example, in Nigeria, there's this food we are known for. It's called fufu. We are also known for making very delicious jollof rice. That's how we make our rice.
Oh, jollof rice.
Yeah, do you guys eat jollof rice?
No.
Okay. We're known for fufu, jollof rice. So in Nepal, what food are you guys known for?
It's called in Nepali. It's called dal bhat tarkari. Okay.
So I love the sound. Dal.
Dal bhat tarkari. It's rice, lentils, then after vegetables, and also like pickles if they have. Or this is the like national food, but the nowadays the the modern Western culture is already came in. So like people like eat the whatever they like they follow the Korean food, Japanese food, like like that.
But that food you mentioned, it's
that typical
Nepal.
typical Nepalese food.
You've studied here. Did you do your pre-med here in the Philippines? Oh, you did your pre-med.
Yeah.
How long was it?
1.5 year.
1.5 year. Okay, so 1.5 year, and also now you're like in your third year. So in your studies so far in Philippines, what are the things you would say you love about studying here in the Philippines?
First of all, the Philippines, I really love the people, how they like the act, how they like they are really like the friendly. So if I don't talk to them, or they just like say hi, hello, and then after that we become really like the friend. So I really love the people's attitude here. I like the education system here more than in our home country.
Why is that? Like, is it the quality or the method of teaching?
Basically the method. So like it's really more practical here. Then in Nepal it's like more the theoretical. So it's really like I think that's the major difference, that there is more, here is a more practical.
For me, what I really like about studying here, because in Nigeria our universities are under the government, so sometimes the government have problems with maybe the lecturers or the teachers, and these teachers may decide to close the school. So it's called strike. So sometimes this strike goes on for maybe 6 months, sometimes 8 months. So in that period, students are not going to school. And what does it mean?
And they don't have any access to reach the college, like they don't study.
No, students don't study. So if you're studying medicine, for example, when you have strike, you may end up in Nigeria's medicine is 6 years. But when this kind of things happen, students can stay 7 years, some 8 years in school. Right?
So that means so you can't change the college.
No, we don't do transfer.
No.
We don't do transfer in Nigeria. So that's one of the things I really love about here. That in Philippines, for example, if they tell you it's 4 years, well, for my school, I don't know about other school. If they tell you 4 years, it's 4 years. That's one of the things I really love about Philippines, like studying here. That's in my own opinion. So for you, what else do you love, basically?
So it's the same, because also in Nepal, like we cannot transfer, and also it's depend on the some college are the government also, so they are also not allowed to transfer. They have to finish
So imagine if you get into a school and you end up not liking that school. You're stuck.
That's the thing.
You're stuck with that school. To be honest, I love to ask this question because it's I just feel like it has a way to let people know the challenges that foreign students face here in the Philippines, and when people know about it, and I think maybe at least it creates more awareness, and maybe our stay here will be a lot easier. So in your own opinion, what are the challenges you have faced based on your own experiences? What are the challenges you have faced here, either living here or maybe studying here? What are the challenges you have faced so far?
So for the living, I don't feel so like it's really difficult, because I feel so this Cebu city is really safe for living. But the thing is, like for as a foreigner, we have to apply the CEA, something that visa problem. If we get we have to do ourselves. So it's like extra tension.
I think what you're trying to say, like, based on that CEA and the visa, we have to renew our visa every year, which is really a challenge. And then for the CEA, I
don't think for CEA it's difficult, but the problem
visa,
mostly the visa problem. So the thing is, if we go go our country during this COVID, so like the student already went their home country, so the visa is already expired. So this is the more difficult time that need to sort out, because they are not allowed to come. They have to do the many processes. They have to change that student visa to foreigner. Then after they come here, they have to do they convert the foreigner to student. So that's how it's really costly. So that's the one thing. And also for foreigner, the food especially. Oh my god, it's really difficult.
Do you find your kind of food, what food do you eat here in the Philippines? Do you find Nepali food here in the Philippines?
We can cook, but the thing is we cannot we cannot cook always because the schedule of the study. So somehow we just eat from the Indian food.
Oh,
so it's more or less
Indian food.
Yeah, it's more or less the same thing, but the
I didn't know. So you don't cook in your house? You don't cook? Really? You don't cook?
Sometimes if I want, but I prefer to go eat outside.
Oh, okay. So you have a particular restaurant or eatery
yeah.
eat? Oh, really? But that would be, I think it's more expensive. I think it's more expensive, right?
It's expensive.
Oh, okay.
But no choice.
Okay. And then next question, what advice would you give other Nepalese students who want to come to study here in the Philippines? What advice would you give them?
I think whenever you study the medicine, you should have to be more serious whenever you study. So it doesn't matter if you the cost less, so you have to just pass without the more seriousness. So everywhere you have to study very serious. In Philippines, the study system is really mostly depend on us. So how we going to study? It's really depend on the student.
Yeah.
So you don't have to you don't have to need to what do you call?
Depend on the teacher.
Depend on the only you don't depend on the teacher, because it's the more or less it's based on your own experience. You have to study all this subject.
Yeah, I think what she's trying to explain, we do a lot of self-study here in the Philippines. So if you keep waiting
I didn't find that self-study word.
Self-study. Yeah. Unlike in Nigeria, they actually teach us in Nigeria.
Yeah.
But when I came
for
here,
us also same.
Yeah, they teach us. But here, when I came here,
I was really shocked.
The
teacher said that read this chapter. Oh my god, it's really we have to study ourselves.
Yeah, basically we study, not like they won't teach you, but then we do a lot of self-study in medical school. So if you're coming to study medicine in Philippines, just know that you need to do your own part and do the work. You don't have to leave
that's
depend on the doctors
to
keep teaching you. You do a lot of self-study here.
If you are able to study yourself, so it's really helpful.
Yeah, exactly.
There is no possible way to depending on the teacher, then you got the pass. No way.
To wrap up this interview, what's your career plan? Do you have any plans yet after studying here after you graduate? What's your next plan in medicine?
Actually, I don't think that much far, but let's see what will happen on next.
You're just taking your day one day one day
at the present moment.
Okay. All right. To wrap up this interview, how do you say thank you very much for coming, for watching this interview? Subscribe to Adi's channel in Nepali, right?
Yeah, Nepali. Namaskar सबैजनालाई. You say namaskar also.
Namaskar.
Okay. धन्यवाद उसको YouTube च्यानल हेरिदिनु भएकोमा. उसको च्यानलको नाम रहेको छ एडी मिमी. प्लिज उसको च्यानललाई हेरेर लाइक सब्स्क्राइब गरिदिनु होला. धन्यवाद.
Alright, thank you very much. If you watched to this point, please subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.
So नमस्कार सबैजनालाई. भिडियो हेरेकोमा धेरै धेरै धन्यवाद. उसको च्यानलको वेट धन्यवाद त पछि भन्नुपर्छ नि हैन.
I go like Nepali today.